Hi, I'm Samantha Seneviratne, and today I'm going to show you how I make grilled squash with avocado green goddess dressing with my friends at Marzetti Simply. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is preheat your grill if you're using a grill. You can also do this recipe in a skillet or in a grill pan. So we'll start with squash or zucchini or a mixture of both. I like doing a mixture because I think the colors are so pretty in the summertime, and the farmers market are just overflowing with different kinds of squash, so it's sort of fun to get a mixture. I have a crook neck, I have some green zucchini, I have some yellow zucchini. So we're just cutting them into planks so we can put them on the grill or on the grill pan. All I do is remove this little hard bit at the end. I actually don't mind this part. Once it's cooked, it sort of gets soft and delicious anyway, so I don't even cut it off. We're gonna cut into 1/4-inch planks, which is a nice way to get a lot of grilly flavor on a big surface area of the squash. Look how pretty that is already. Once these pieces are grilled up, which only takes a few minutes, we can top it with a lot of beautiful things. So we'll start with that green goddess dressing. It's a wonderful new product. It's really got a bold, creamy flavor. It's made with quality ingredients, and it's only 50 calories a serving. And then I like to top it with all the little bits and bobs I have in my pantry that I pull out all the time, like chili paste and a little bit of cheese and nuts and cilantro even. Also, there's something so satisfying about cutting squash. I don't know why. It just cuts so nicely. Okay, so now I have a sheet pan. I'm just going to toss it with some olive oil, kosher salt, and freshly ground black pepper. Make sure it's all evenly coated. Okay, now it's ready to grill. Easy. Okay, so I have my grill pan on medium-high heat. I'm gonna oil it, even though I've already oiled the squash as well, but it won't hurt. You can also do this obviously in your outdoor grill on medium-high heat. Zucchini is wonderful because it really takes no time to cook. It's just a few minutes. I like it somewhere about 6 minutes total, 3 minutes aside. Okay, so I'm doing my nuts in a nonstick skillet with a little bit of olive oil just to sort of bring out the flavor of the nuts, make them toasty and nice. I'm using pine nuts. I like pine nuts because they're really buttery, which I just think is so delicious with the squash, but walnuts would work well, almonds would work well, pretty much any nut that you have that you like, use that. And you can do this in a dry skillet, but actually with a little bit of olive oil, it sort of gets more evenly browned. So pine nuts tend to be very soft, so once you toast them, they just get a little bit crisper, which is a nice contrast with your squash. I don't toast all my nuts, but I do toast pine nuts. So I know my grill pan is nice and hot because I can't hold my hand there for very long. So we're gonna have to do this in batches. You can sneak one little one in there. Okay. We're basically just looking for it to get a little bit soft, maybe some grill marks. My nuts are golden in spots. They smell amazing. I'm gonna take them off the heat. Keep in mind when you're cooking something like squash, actually when you're cooking anything, especially on the grill, it's going to have a little bit of carryover cooking, and I don't want it to overcook, so I might pull these a little bit before I think they're actually done, because by the time they sit a little bit and marinate, they're gonna soften up even more. And we can put this back on the same tray because we're not working with any raw meat or anything. When I take them off the grill, I try to put them in mostly a flat layer, and they tend to overcook a little bit if you stack them on top of each other, so single layer if you can. Take them off. And now all the cooking is done. We get to just plate it up and eat. This is a great dish to take to a party or a barbecue because you can serve it cold or room temperature, whatever is most convenient for you. But it looks really pretty. I love having varying sizes and varying colors. It just makes it more interesting to eat and more appealing. Now I'm gonna top the zucchini with a little bit of Marzetti Simply Avocado Green Goddess dressing and sauce. It's tangy, it's light, it's wonderful. I'm gonna just drizzle this over my squash. This is gonna provide the base of my flavoring. And so nice and tangy. I love the tang along with the char. So now I'm beautifully dressed here, and I'm gonna top it with some of my favorite things. First, we're gonna start with a little bit of Calabrian chili paste, which I love. It's super spicy, but also sort of acidic and vinegary, so it adds a lot of flavor. You can add a lot or a little. I like a lot. I also just think it's the most beautiful color ever. Complements everything. Then I'm gonna go into some salty cheese. I have feta cheese. You could also use ricotta salata would be delicious, cotija. I mean, even a little parm or pecorino would be nice. But some salty, fatty element is gonna be delicious here. For a little bit of sweetness, some golden raisins. Sweetness and chew. I think the textural contrast is so nice. Look at that, and it's so pretty. Next we have those pine nuts that we toasted. Add a little bit of crunch, add a little bit of richness. I'm really gonna load on the pine nuts because I love them. You need a little bit more acidity and sweetness from a lime. And first thing I'm gonna do is zest it. It smells so good. And it's so colorful and festive. It's really a wonderful thing to serve guests. I even served this to my 6-year-old and he gobbled it up, so that's a good review in my book. Some lime juice, just to brighten the whole thing up. And then we can serve these little lime cheeks on the side, in case anybody wants a little more. Last but not least, a little bit of fresh cilantro. So pretty and perfect for summer. Parsley would be nice, a little basil would be beautiful. Whatever you have available works. It looks so beautiful, I can't wait to try it. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna make sure I get all the elements. Plenty of green goddess dressing, some cheese, nuts, everything. I'm going right for the middle. That is so good. There's so much going on. The Marzetti simply just complements the grilled zucchini so well. It's creamy, it's tangy, it's bright. And then you have all these other wonderful elements of chew and sweetness from the raisins, the buttery nuts and cheese. Brings the whole dish together. It's so good. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. You can find it on food52.com.